Hi, mamas. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about training your children. There is a proverb that says to train up your child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart. And one of the things about training, I think sometimes for some people, depending on what your background is, or what even some of your trauma or trigger issues happen to be, when you hear train, it sounds like it's something negative, like you're training a circus animal or whatever. But what I think of is like when you are trying to grow plants, like tomato plants. Usually if you want the best result and you want them to produce the most and you want them to be protected, you will put like some kind of structure around them. You will put like a little, I think it's called a trellis, like that little round thing that you put around the tomato plants so that as they grow up, they can take on the right structure. Their fruit won't be eaten up by the insects on the ground, and they will just continue to grow taller and taller and produce more and more tomatoes for you. And I think of training that same way, because you're training that tiny plant to go in the direction that it should go for the maximum growth, the maximum productivity, and the maximum protection, because that also protects your tomato plants. And there's a verse in the Bible, I think it's Psalm 28, where it talks about your children sitting around your table like olive plants. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it is recommended that you stake olive plants, and you stake them to give them structure, to help them to grow, and to protect them in that when they're in the immature phase. And so when you think of training your child, understand that it is important to have structure around them. One other thing, though, with that structure is that it needs to be firm enough to hold the structure, but it also needs to allow flexibility for the plant to move, like when it's raining or when wind is happening, so that it doesn't break. So you have a very clear contrast here, but also a relationship between being firm and being flexible. So when you think about training your child, please don't be afraid to be firm with your child, because that's what they need. They have not been here before. You have. So you know what's good for them. You know not just what's going to make them happy or make them feel good, but you know what is good for them, not just for the moment, but so that you can instill the right principles, the right mindset in them, so that when they are away from you, they know how to make a right decision, a good choice. And this all comes from training, practicing, doing the same things over and over, and holding them to a standard, and holding them accountable. So this is all love. It's absolutely love. And that's all I have for today. And I'm already long enough, past 3 minutes. But anyway, until next time, bye.